Hello everyone, welcome to Bizotic. Today we are going to learn about the very important skill that's required for everybody, which is interview skills. We need this skill to get hired by different companies of our choice. It's the ability to interact with the interviewer and also to articulate your thoughts or factors that are just as important in getting a job. Let's begin. What will we do in this session? We're going to learn about the process of job interview and how to prepare for it, interview preparation, dress to success, body language, researching the organization, commonly asked questions by the interviewer, and what questions to ask the interviewer. Lastly, how to close the interview. So, the first process of job interview and how to prepare for it. A job interview is a process by which a potential employee will be evaluated by an employer for a prospective employment in their company, organization, or a firm. During this process, the employer hopes to determine whether or not the applicant is suitable for the job. Now, how do we prepare for interview? There are three important keys to effectively prepare yourself. First one, know yourself. Nobody else knows about you as much as you do. So you need to be aware of your positives, your negatives, your experience, your skills, or all the expertise that you have in different fields so that you can tell the interviewer in a proper structured sentence so that he gets impressed and you get the job. So the first point is know yourself. Second, dress the part. Dressing is very important factor when it comes to interview skills. The way that you carry yourself, the way that you present yourself in front of the interviewer is really important, and that will always have a plus point. So please make sure that you dress properly. And the last one is you have to research about the organization that you are going for interview. Like you need to know about their vision, mission, and the kind of projects that they've been handling, the kinds of different clients that they have. And it's always better that you know the history of how the company started so that any questions that the interviewer asks about the company, you need to have enough knowledge or you need to have enough data to tell the interviewer so that he gets impressed and then you get the job. That's it. Interview preparation. First, you need to know yourself, dress accordingly, and research about the organization. Now, these three are the main important keys to effectively prepare yourself. The next one is dressing for the interview. Now, you can see it is different for different genders. So, let's first go to the male part. You need to have a very clean haircut, well groomed face. Either you need to shave or trim your beard, long sleeved shirt which is coordinating with the suit, tie with a very simple pattern, belt, and solid colored suit. It can be navy, black, or rarely khaki or gray. Ironed trousers, well polished shoes. For female, properly styled hair, coordinated blouse, a solid colored suit of the same color, navy or black or rarely khaki or gray, knee-length skirt, or I can just go for the normal pants. Good pair of shoes coordinating with the suit. Now for the formal setup, business formal men and women, a full suit breaking out a matching tie for the occasion, and a formal attire, which means a matching tailored suit, polished leather dress shoes, which tie it all together for men, business formal, and for women, you can go for the traditional suit but keep it feminine. And nowadays, we have got a lot of options for the business formal category. Suit pants or slacks that match the top. Good color choices will be black or navy or gray. Pumps will be great option for this one, but if the heels kill your feet, then I think ballet flats or loafers will work well. Next is the body language. Here, this is really a very important tool because they say that in communication, 55% goes for the body language part, and then the 38% will be for the tone that you're using, and for the actual words that you're speaking, it will be just 7%. So, you know, by this percentage, that body language is on the top, and then this is really important. What you say and how you say are two different things. So you need to be very careful of having a very positive body language in front of the interviewer. Good posture, walk in with confidence and smile. You have to introduce yourself and give a very firm handshake. That's also very important. You have to lean forward while listening to and answering the questions. Place your hands out in open on the table or on your lap. Make proper eye contact with the interviewer and observe the body language of the interviewer. So these are the things that comes under body language that you need to be doing while you're sitting in the interview cabin. Having a good posture, sit straight, do not bend, walk with confidence and smile. You have to give a very firm handshake, and then either you can keep your hand on table or on your lap. Eye contact is a must, and observe the body language of the interviewer. Next is voice and language. Speak clearly and concisely. Project your voice so that you are heard clearly. There are chances that the interviewer will be sitting right next to you. So sometimes it's okay that you're no, you need to be very careful about how to project your voice. Sometimes if it's a panel interview, there will be three or four interviewers sitting opposite to you. So you have to make sure that whatever you're speaking is heard to all four of them. So that's what they mean by projecting your voice so that they can hear clearly. Speak in clear and fluent English and please don't ramble. And answers and language phrases should be relevant to the questions. Uh, do not beat around the bush. Whatever questions they're asking, give the proper, precise, and the compact answer that is there for the question. Don't give memorized answers to the interview questions. Don't make them believe that you have just by hearted all the sample answers for certain questions and you're just saying it alone. So use a lot of body language. You can use your hand gestures and do not make them feel like that this is a memorized answer or something. Do not interrupt the interviewer while he or she is asking a question. Do not break them. Do not interfere when he or when the interviewer is asking some question because that may irritate them and that actually sounds rude. So do not do this mistake of interrupting the interviewer. And whatever answer that you're giving to the interviewer, right or wrong or whatever it is, please answer with the confidence so that it even if the answer is wrong or something, when you say it confidently, sometimes there will be a chance that the interviewer gets impressed and probably you might also get a job. Know yourself. You have to review your skills, experiences, and the qualities, and check your resume. Know everything that is present in your resume, whatever you have written in the resume, and what are the things that you have not written in the resume. And please anticipate some of the questions and also look for relevant examples that you can tell the interviewer so that examples will always have a great advantage. It will make the interviewer get impressed soon. So if you have relevant examples for all the things that you're going to answer, it will always have an upper hand. And prepare key selling points. So all the qualities that you have, if any of the skill that you have or the quality, any experiences, any project experiences that you have, if it matches with the job description of the company thing, if that is the case, then suppose if the interviewer is looking for someone with great communication skill, and if that is your plus point, like you're a great communicator, then stress that point so that the interviewer gets to know, okay, fine, this person is really a good communicator, so he will have extra points. So he'll be the perfect fit for our company. So make the interviewer feel that you are the perfect fit for this position. Know the job description, duties of the position. What are the duties that you need to handle? What's the compensation range? What's the location? Where will be the location? What are the work schedules that you'll have? And lastly, the benefits and traveling for work. So all these things will be mentioned in the job description. So you need to be aware of the location, traveling, what are the schedules, and the benefits if you get this job. How will things work according to you? So I hope you have understood so far, and we will continue with the other aspects in our next video. Thank you for watching.